Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we have a new start to look at. So we're going to unpack some things and look at all the materials that I've pulled together for the next project. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do after the bouquet of carnations. I didn't really want to do more flowers straight away. While I enjoyed doing the flowers, I always like to just sort of change the theme up a little bit, just so I don't get bored with anything. There are exceptions if they're fairly quick turnarounds and I've enjoyed them. Sometimes I'll go right into another one that's very similar. But the flowers took us quite a while. So I just wanted something a little different. So what I've chosen for the next project is something that I had in my stash. It's been there for quite a while. I think probably a good 10 years or so I've had this one hanging around. And it is by Janlynn and it is called Geisha. And she is so pretty, and she has the sweetest little bird in her hand. And yeah, so this is called Janlynn's Counted Cross Stitch Just a Chart. I think I've seen online where you could buy this as just the chart, as this one is, or as a kit. So I think when these were out, I don't know if they still make this, I know Janlynn's still around, but I don't know if this line as such or this style is still happening this way. But yeah, so this one though, just a chart, my mom gave this to me. I think she picked it up at a yard sale, maybe. Probably, like I say, about 10 years or so ago. Now this says it's copyright 2004, so this might have been released about then. So it's pretty old. So anyways, I did open it already to take a peek. As I was deciding, I wanted to look at the pattern and see how involved it was, because if it looked too complicated, I didn't think I was gonna be ready for it. But it didn't look too bad, so I just wanted to note that I have already taken a peek. Sorry about that. But anyways, I did repackage it just as it was. So on the front was this beautiful picture, and on the back it has just the list of threads that you'll need. And it also, what's nice about this, it tells you what thread you need if you're using DMC or anchor. And then it has another one called DFN. I'm not sure what that is. And I think that it only lists a couple of those. So I think that's only if the color varies from either the DMC or anchor somehow. So anyways, I'm not really sure what that is, but it is nice that if you in your stock have DMC and or anchor, you can use either or both, you know, whichever you prefer. So I thought that was really nice of them to do. The other thing that it mentions on here is that their model, so this one in the picture, in fact let me take it out so it's not in the shiny plastic, was stitched on a 28 count even weave. It was a tea color even weave, and the design area, the finished area design, was 8 by 15.5 inches. So not too big, very tall, and you can tell she's very tall, but when you consider that the width of this is only 8 inches, it doesn't seem that big, does it? So anyways, then also inside, as we unpacked the rest, there was a little ad for some Janlynn stuff, I guess. And then on the back where, see, it had our thread list, on the other side of this little paper, if I turn it the right side up, it has the key for the pattern. So this list is just the list. It doesn't have, so when you look at it and you don't see those symbols, don't be concerned. If you see any of these patterns, the symbols and the key are just tucked away inside. I guess maybe that's so they can tell you, because they show the symbols for the charted stuff and then the symbols for like French knots are over in their own little section here, and blended colors where you use, let's see, they have just two. Their blends are just two, which is nice. So the blended colors are separated as well. So yeah, cute little key card comes with it. And then the pattern is actually, it's split into two pieces rather than being one total piece. But the one thing that's really nice about this is it is a clear to read pattern. It's not teeny tiny. It's not hard on the eyes. It's big and it's clear, and the outline stuff, there's no squinting to see, does it go to the middle, to the far side, like where does the outlining touch? It's in big bold lines. So yeah, I'm hoping that this will be an easy one to do, just in the fact that, you know, it's just going to be easy on the eyes. And again, like I did for the other one, and unfortunately I will say I've already managed to spill coffee and get like a little tiny stain right here, but it's not distorted anything. So what I think I'll do to preserve the pattern, in case, you know, later on I can pass this on to someone else or something, I will probably photocopy portions as I work through them, and rather than have to keep opening and folding and having this out. So yeah, that's my plan. Now I will say, back to the fabrics, again, so they used tea even weave. I chose a 32 count lamb's wool linen. So I think it's just, maybe just, first of all, my cross stitch store didn't have tea even weave, which is fine because I think this will be really pretty. It's sort of a natural looking color, nothing too crazy or anything. I think, you know, when you hold this up there, I think it looks pretty similar, and I think it might be a pinch lighter. So I think it'll work out really nicely. And because I got a 32 count rather than the 28 count, it'll be a little smaller. So my finished work should be about 7 inches by 14 inches. So yeah. And then the colors, I pulled them all out for you all, and they're pretty. These oranges are so pretty, and the purples and blues, very striking colors, I think. So even looking at the picture, it looks, you can see that there's color, but it looks a little muted to me. But when I see the colors that I've selected, you know, that they had me pull out, they're bright, vibrant colors. So I think she's gonna be really pretty. That's my hope. Don't we hope they're all pretty? But so yeah, that's what we're gonna do, Janlynn's Geisha. And if you're interested in looking her up or seeing if you can find the pattern. I think you can get them online around. You might have to check some like eBays or something like that. I don't know if you can buy them new necessarily. Maybe. I haven't actually looked, but just in, you know, my general browsing, I don't remember having seen it, some of the store stock online. But I'm sure that it's accessible in some way. But again, keeping in mind that it's from 2004, about, I'm kind of guessing that, then if it is something you're interested in, you might want to have a look for it sooner rather than later before it becomes so far outdated that it's just going to be impossible to kind of find. But you never know. Maybe I'll have one out there for you to sell at some point. So anyways, I hope you all are excited for this, and I look forward to sharing my progress as we go along, hopefully a little quicker. Thank you so much for checking in today, and I hope you all are having a really nice summer and staying safe out there, and we will catch up next time. As always, leave your thoughts, comments below, questions. Love to hear from you guys. All right, bye-bye.